Sean lived on the wild side. Every sign stating, "Do not enter," was just an open invitation to find out what people were hiding. He was a natural-born explorer who was always up for the next adventure. His best friend Luke was adventurous, but he certainly had his limits. There were places Sean wanted to explore that Luke had refused. There were adventurous, and then there was just stupid. The coronavirus pandemic had affected them in different ways. Where it made Luke more cautious, it apparently only led to more boredom and wishes to have fun in Sean. That wasn't all it did though. Luke was a non-essential worker. He was tight for cash, which led to a problem for him. It was Sean's birthday and he didn't have the money to get his best friend a gift. Luckily, what Sean really wanted didn't cost a dime. Unluckily for Luke, it was pure recklessness. Sean wanted to break in and explore the now abandoned Lady Gertrude's Asylum. It was supposedly one of the most haunted places in America and happened to only be a town over from where they lived. Sean had wanted to go for years, but Luke had always refused. Now, Sean was asking him to go with him for his birthday, and Luke had reluctantly agreed. It was a bad idea, but what was he supposed to do? He didn't want to let Sean down. The night of Sean's birthday, they made their way over to the decrepit building. On the way, Sean kept gushing about the different legends. They say the head doctor, Dr. Myers, performed botched lobotomies. It ended up killing dozens of people. They say you can still see the doctor in his office, sorting through his paperwork, and the patients. They're said to roam the halls of the asylum, lost forever. The conditions were horrible. The death toll from preventable diseases was astronomical, Sean exclaimed. Luke didn't find this nearly as exciting as apparently Sean did. Truthfully, the legends just made him sad. Still, it was Sean's birthday, so he put on a pretend smile. The massive building slowly came into view. It certainly looked creepy. Parts of the building seemingly to be crumbling away, and graffiti warning about death to anyone who entered. The front door was chained shut. Sean had brought bolt cutters for this exact reason. They turned off the car and made their way up to the crumbling stairs. Sean broke the chains, throwing the bolt cutters lazily to the side of the door. As they pushed the door open, the smell of dirt and decay met their noses, leaving them in a coughing fit. Once they were able to compose themselves, they pulled out their flashlights so they could see through the pitch black hallways. The place was creepy, with broken wheelchairs thrown about and the old medical equipment encased in cobwebs. Luke had no desire to touch anything. Sean, on the other hand, was opening doors and exploring every crevice he could. Sean walked into one of the rooms when the door shut behind him. Luke panicked. "Sean, can you hear me? Are you okay?" He yelled as he tried to open the door. It was jammed. "I'm fine," he could hear Sean's voice. "Wow, did that scare me?" He said as if it was the most exciting thing ever. "There's another door across the room. It looks like it leads to another hall. Just meet me at Dr. Myers' office. That's the room with big double doors on the 3rd floor. It should be hard to miss." Luke didn't want to refuse, but he feared that he didn't have much choice in the matter. They couldn't get that door open. They would have to go on their own. Luke slowly made his way through the halls, looking for stairs of any kind. He felt like he had been walking forever when he heard a shuffling sound coming from around the corner. His blood turned cold, and he began to shake, causing the light from his flashlight to bounce around. He took a deep breath and swiftly walked away towards the sound. He let out a shriek as he ran into a girl about his age. She shrieked as well, then put her hand on her chest as if to calm her beating heart. "You scared the hell out of me," she exclaimed. "You scared the hell out of me," he responded back. They both took a moment to calm their breathing before Luke began to question her. "What are you doing here?" he asked. "I got lost," she said. "I was with my friends when I made a wrong turn, and now I can't find them. I'm Lexi, by the way." "Luke," he replied. "And same here. I'm supposed to meet a friend up on the 3rd floor, but I have no idea where any of the stairwells are." Lexi gave a little smile. Well, I can help you with that. I just came from the 4th floor. I'll show you to the stairs if I can stay with you. This place gives me the creeps and I do not want to be alone, she said. Luke agreed, secretly happy to have someone with him as he made his way through the asylum. They took off, Lexi leading the way. You don't seem like you really want to be here, Lexi said, making conversation. I don't, but I'm here as a favor for a friend, Luke replied. Well, we're in the same boat because neither of us wants to be here, she said. She turned a corner and brought him up to a stairwell. Here you go. The floors are numbered so you shouldn't have any problem finding the 3rd floor. Aren't you coming? He asked. She shook her head. I'm going to try to find the exit. I've got people waiting on me. It was nice to meet you, Luke, she said with a kind smile. Same here, he said as he walked into the stairwell, and Lexi turned around and walked in the direction of the exit. Luke made it to the 3rd floor and immediately found the double doors labeled Dr. Meyer's office. He had another mini fright as he nearly ran into Sean as he opened the doors and walked in. Sean, he said, relieved. Sean looked up and smiled. Any paranormal activity? Sean looked hopeful. Nope, replied Luke. Damn, me neither. I guess this place is a dud. I did find some old paperwork on the patients, he said. Luke followed Sean behind a large desk where an old picture on the wall captured his attention. It showed who he assumed was Dr. Myers, with well over 100 patients, each with their names listed at the bottom of the photo. It was old, at least 50 years old. He scanned the sad faces when one made him stop in shock. He counted. 4th row. 36 from the left. It was undoubtable. He knew that face. He looked at the name printed at the bottom of the photo. Alexis Young. He felt cold. Lexi had been lost longer than he realized.